Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna start a new video today and I'm gonna do reading until I get a 5-star read. I saw a couple other people do this, like Sarah and Destiny, so this definitely wasn't an original idea by any means, but definitely go watch their videos. But yeah, right now I'm about 75 pages into A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, and I have no idea when this little challenge will end or how long it will take me, so that'll be kind of interesting. I'm starting this on September 20th, so we'll see how long it takes me to get this video out. It'd be really cool if I got like a 5-star in my next like 1 or 2 reads. It'd be cool if this was a 5-star, but that'd be a little boring and I might have to start this video again. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little reading vlog of that. Yeah, I'm about 75 pages in, so hopefully I can read another 50 today. I think I'm gonna make me a matcha first, maybe. So yeah, I got this matcha at World Market. I don't know if it's good yet, I haven't opened it yet. This looks so pretty. Okay, let's try it. Okay, yeah, it definitely needs like, so I gave it a pump of vanilla. Okay, better. Okay. It's drinkable. Okay. So I'm gonna start back up on reading this. So far, I'm really only in like the world building part of this book. It's very interesting. We're really following the main character Jack so far. It's kind of like Jack comes from this small isle called Cadence, I believe. So Jack returns back to his homeland, and in this world there's like different spirits, and I think they kind of follow the elements. Like they talked a little bit about how the winds would carry messages to people, and like, you know, if you didn't tell someone about something, they probably heard it through the wind already, and I thought that was kind of interesting. And if they want to talk about something in secret, they kind of have to go into a room with no windows or anything, so the wind can't travel their words to someone else. I haven't really heard much about the other elements yet and like those kind of spirits, but I'm interested, and I'm pretty sure this is a romance. So Rebecca Ross wrote Divine Rivals, which is one of my 5-star reads, so I really wanted to try out more of her books, and I think this is a duology. I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy. I know there's 2 books out right now, but yeah, so we'll see if this is a romance one or not. There's definitely someone who could be a love interest that was introduced, but I don't know if that's going to be like the main point of this, so yeah, I'll keep y'all updated. So the spirits in this world, I don't know if they're necessarily good or not, but basically what I'm getting so far is, well, Jack came back to his main homeland because girls in the village started going missing, and they're thinking that the spirits took them, whatever that means. But yeah. Okay, I'm a couple days into reading this, and I'm about at the 200-page mark, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I was kind of scared because there's like very mixed reviews on this. Like everyone seems to love Divine Rivals, but this one's definitely different. You can tell that Rebecca Ross really likes like not necessarily enemies to lovers. It's not that serious. It's not like a super high stakes fantasy, but I would say this is more like cozy fantasy. But the romance that's in here, it's definitely like, they're not enemies, but they definitely don't really like each other, but they have to work together. They're working together because of the girls that went missing, and I'm finding out more about that right now. Like some more stuff got uncovered and it's really interesting, and I'm loving the dynamic between like the main guy character and his little enemy. It's really fun and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm hoping to finish this maybe this weekend, because I'm gonna be doing my September wrap up soon and I don't have that many books done yet, but I am 40% through right now. So hopefully I can read quite a bit this weekend. I don't have a lot going on, so yeah, I'm just gonna read for a little bit and I'll let y'all know when I have an update. Okay, I read quite a bit more, and I'll just tell you I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up. So I don't know if I'm getting that 5-star feeling like I was from Divine Rivals, like from right away. I knew that I love that book and it was gonna be 5 stars. This one is kind of giving 4-star vibes for me. It's really good. It's really slow paced, but I still am really enjoying it. So yeah, really good. I'm back with an update. I finished A River Enchanted and I gave it 4 stars. This will also be included in my September wrap up that I'm about to film, but will definitely be out before this. So go check that out if you haven't yet, because I'm going to be talking a lot more in depth about all the books I read in September. So yeah, I finished this. I loved it. I can totally get why a lot of people have mixed feelings about this, and they'll say it's boring or it's slow or it just wasn't their vibe, and I totally get that. It's not a fantasy like Fourth Wing. It's not very high stakes. It's not like action fighting scenes. There's no battle going on, but I think it was a really good read and I really enjoyed it. I really love Rebecca Ross's writing. I think she's very quickly becoming one of my new favorite authors. Just reading this and reading Divine Rivals, like I felt like I was there. Like I felt like I was really watching and seeing this world through these characters' eyes, and reading like 50, 70 pages at a time felt like I read 20. It really flew by for me. I didn't feel like this dragged at all. I really enjoyed all of the characters. I loved their dynamic. I loved the family dynamic. So yeah, I give this 4 stars. Divine Rivals just obviously was just that 5-star feeling for me. This was just a really good, fun read. I'm really excited to pick up the next book. I have to order that. I love the cover of that one. It's so pretty. So I think this is just a duology. So I'm glad. I like shorter series, like 1 to 2 books, just because, you know, once you start getting into like 7, 8 books like ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, it's like just a lot to take on and it's very overwhelming. So I don't know. I'm super excited to read the next one of this, and I highly recommend this, especially for fall. I know this cover is giving spring, but I think this was a really good fall read because it's super cozy. It's just this cozy fantasy, I feel like. So this morning I picked up my next book, Then She Was Gone. This book's by Lisa Jewell, and I'm really excited to read one of her books finally. I see her name a lot in like the thriller community, so I will say, like, I'm only 15 pages in. Like, I had some extra time this morning before when I was getting ready for work, and I just really wanted to just open it up and see if I was gonna vibe with it, and I can definitely tell that I will. Like, I was instantly hooked by the prologue, and I'm only like, again, I'm only 15 pages in, but it's already done this like back and forth, like a dual timeline between then and now. And so this book, what I've gathered, it's about, I think it follows the mom mainly, who her daughter went missing 10 years ago. So we get to see what's going on now and like kind of the events so far leading up to when she disappeared. I don't know much yet, but I'm gonna read this right now, and maybe it will be my 5 stars. I don't know. So the mom is driving to this police station right now, and after 10 years of not knowing anything, she's almost hoping, like at this point wishing that they at least found the body and she could finally put this to rest. And that's just such a crazy feeling. I can't even imagine ever having to go through something like that, and especially without any closure. So I don't know. So far this book is really interesting, and I mean, wow, I'm only 20 pages in, so. Okay. Good morning. It's morning when I'm filming this, so I'm sorry if the lighting's bad. It's still dark outside. I am just done getting ready for work, and I thought I would give y'all an update because it's been a few days since I've updated this little reading vlog. So I finished, then she was gone, and I talked a lot more in depth about this in my September wrap-up, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. I really liked this book. It wasn't a 5 stars though. I only gave it 4 because, I don't know, I'm looking for that 5-star feeling and I'm waiting for it. This definitely made me want to check out more of Lisa Jewell's writing because it was just really good, really easy to read. I flew through this. So the next book I'm going into and already started is Belladonna by Adam Grace. I am 100 pages into this, and so far so good. It's kind of giving, like, I don't know how to describe it other than, like, I thought of Haunted Mansion, if y'all have ever seen that, the Disney movie. So where I've got through so far, Signa, I believe is her name, or how you say her name. She kind of travels from family to family because her mom passed away when she was just an infant, and relatives take on, like, caring for her, but then they all end up dying too, like not that long after she comes to live with them. So she's kind of passed around a lot, and she just has moved again, and it's this wealthy family member she didn't even know she had, and they live in like this giant estate and mansion. And she gets there, and her cousin, I believe, I don't know, the head of the household, looks at her, and she looks suspiciously like his late wife, who had just recently passed away. So that's kind of where I'm getting Haunted Mansion, where like they show up to the mansion and they called her because she looks like, you know, his dead lover. So yeah, so far so good. Definitely, like, I really like the paranormal aspects in this, but I'll let y'all know when I'm a little further in. So yeah. Okay, I haven't done an update in a hot second, but I finally finished Belladonna. I know I didn't you didn't see much of me reading this, and it's because I didn't really want to. It took me like 2 weeks to get through this, so October's kind of off to a bad start. This almost put me into a slump. I don't know, maybe I just had such high expectations for it. It sounded so beautiful and magical, and like it just wasn't, I don't know, like after the first 150 pages I was so bored, and I felt like I was just skimming to get things in. And also the romance parts in it, like at the beginning I was like, okay, like cute, like kind of into it, and then it kind of got like icky and almost like predatory. I don't know. If you've read this book, I think you'll understand what I mean. And I like, when it got to those scenes, I was like my face was literally, and I was just skimming. I think I just wasn't really into the mystery aspect of this. So our main character, Signa, she goes to live with her cousins, And while she's there, she's kind of investigating this murder. But I don't know, I didn't really care about that side of things, but I also didn't really care about the romance of it. So all in all, this is not my 5-star read. This is not going to end the video because I gave it 2.5 stars. But yeah, really what I think I didn't like about this is, okay, so Signa can see death, like in this world, like death is almost like a person, like a spirit, a figment, whatever, and she can see him and talk to him, and that sounds cool and whatnot until things between them get a little like why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? He's literally death. Like, he's not supposed to be a real person. Anyways, if you want to read this, that's great. If you love this, that's great. I can totally see why people would like this. Just for me, it wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be, and I just didn't like the dynamic of the relationships. But anyways, I'm now going straight into A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, mainly because these library books are overdue and I need to return them. I'm going to return this today, but this one I'm just not starting. So far, I'm literally 30 pages in, and so far I'm really liking it. It's very quick paced. I like the way that it's kind of split up between what's really happening and parts of her report. So basically, Pip is the main character, and she is a senior in high school, and she is writing a report. I think it's kind of like a big overall report that she has like her whole senior year to finish, and she is writing it about a murder that happened in her town 5 years ago. These other 2 high schoolers, they were dating, they were in love, whatnot. The girlfriend ends up dead, and the boyfriend is accused of murder. Well, he ended up killing himself, and the police just thought it was because of the grief of what he had done. They found certain clues that kind of matched him to her and like her whereabouts that night. But Pip doesn't think he did it. I don't really know why she doesn't think so. I think she just feels like it doesn't match up. So for her big final project, she's going to do a report on why she thinks the boyfriend, Sal, didn't kill his girlfriend, Andy. And she's going to try to like crack the case on her own. She's done a few interviews so far, and I really like that it kind of has that mixed media type feel of the interviews and also the what's going on right now writing. But yeah, I'm about to read this for a little bit. I'm going to put on my reading ambiance. I'm sorry if you can hear the AC units in the background. They're right outside my window. But yeah, about to get into this. Okay, so this is a romance book too. That's what I think if 2 characters just interact for like more than 1 second. Oh my god, are they in love? I'm on chapter 6 now, page 56, and so far I'm really liking it. It's really quick to get through, mainly because a lot of the book is kind of this interview format, but it is really interesting, and it's definitely like watching like, I don't know, Dateline or something. But yeah, so far I'm really liking it, and I'll see y'all next time I have an update. My reading buddy, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. This lighting is so bad. I apologize in advance. The sun's already like going down right now, but I am almost done with this, so I'm gonna document like the last maybe 50-ish pages, so that, because I'm sure that there's gonna be like a crazy twist. So, but I've really enjoyed this so far. It's so easy to fly through. Holly Jackson's writing is really good. I do feel like I wrote down in my phone like who I thought from like the very beginning was it, and and I think I'm about to be like confirmed, so I love when I get to like, well, not that I like love like knowing what's gonna happen, but I love being proven right, so. It's kind of crazy to me that this is still like a young adult book. Like, I know it's nothing too graphic, but like obviously the topics and the scenarios, like it's pretty dark stuff. Okay, I had to switch to my phone a camera because my camera died, which I thought it was charged. Anyways, I just finished this. It was really good. Maybe a 4.5. It wasn't a 5 stars as much as I want it to be. This video is gonna go on forever, and I'm starting to, you know, question why I started it. But it's okay, it's fine. This is really good. The last like epilogue was really endearing, but it kind of has me like wondering how there's like 2 other books in the series. I guess it just follows the main character. I don't know. I will definitely be looking into those after this. So anyways, really good, but not my 5 stars. If I can finally now return this to the library. Hey guys. Okay, sorry the lighting's bad. It's horrible, I know. It's dark outside and I feel like, oh, my lighting's yellow. Anyways, I thought I would give a quick update because I feel like I haven't talked about this book at all. And it's A Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. And honestly, I better say something because it could be the 5 star of the video. Don't want to like jinx it, but I am absolutely eating this up. I didn't even expect it to be like this good. Like obviously, like I don't want to go into a book like expecting it to be bad, but like I didn't expect it to be like amazing. It was just on Kindle Unlimited. I just wanted like something quick, something cute, something fall, and this is very much like whimsical, kind of magical elements, and I thought it would be perfect for October, and it is. And the romance in this is so cute. It's so sweet. It's very slow burn, I would say, but it's still great. It's amazing. I would say it's kind of like reverse like Grumpy Sunshine. Like it's the girl who is not like really as into it as him, or like at least acts like she's not as into it, and he's like just super like golden retriever energy and like super fun. Basically the main guy, Merritt, inherits this kind of, I don't think it's really like a cottage, I guess it's just like an old estate. This is set in like 1840, and he inherits this estate from his grandma who passes, and it hadn't been like, no one had lived in it. It was just like a property she owned, I guess, and no one had lived in it for a long time. And when he gets there, like the eyes on the painting are like following him around, things are moving, rooms are disappearing, paint's dripping, like all this stuff. And so basically the main love interest is a housekeeper from like this Institute of Enchanted Houses or whatever. This institute like works to like preserve like magical energy and like magical houses and stuff like that. So she comes to help him like kind of learn like why the house acts like it does and like how to deal with it and whatnot. And you know, they both start to get really comfortable with like, you know, just living together and being around each other. And I don't want to give too much away, but definitely like if you're looking for a cute cozy romance, like this is it. And it's not even just specifically like romance based, like that is like, I would say like it's like 50-50 like romance, and then like also like him like learning to like live on his own and be on his own and be his own homeowner. And there's like also this like darker subplot like with both of their past that is also going on. So yes, romance is a big part, but like there's also a lot of other substance in this book, and it like makes you fall in love with all of the characters. And it's a very found family. Like the main guy Merritt also hires like a maid and a cook, and like they all just like live in this house, and you know, he kind of sees them as friends, and it's just, you know, really cute, really endearing. And I am already 77% through with this. I started on audiobook a couple days ago just to see if I would like it. I was just like testing it out because it was also included with your Kindle Unlimited subscription to have it read to you. And then I was like kind of like getting into it. I will say, like, give it at least like 100 pages. Like, if you're not really vibing, like the romance doesn't show up until like maybe 150-ish pages, I'm not sure. So the first bit is like just set up and like introducing you to this world and like some backstory and whatnot. But like after that, like it started to pick up, and then now I've just been like reading it like all day. And this is what I love to feel, is like when I put it down, I'm like, wait, no, I actually have to pick it back up again because I have to find out what's gonna happen. Like even my boyfriend was like, dang, like you're really liking this book. Like this is the third time like you've sat down to like read it like today. And because I read for a lot this morning, I read for a lot this afternoon, and I set it down, and then like 10 minutes later I was going back to it. So highly recommend already, and I'm not even done with it. So hopefully this ends super good, and this can be my 5-star, and this video could end like, I just would love to not have to edit like 5 hours of footage. Well, I don't have to edit it, but that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, and I don't want this video to have to be like an hour long. So anyways, I'm gonna read for a little bit and I'll get back to y'all. I realized I didn't film an outro for this video, so I'm just gonna do a quick wrap up of everything I read. It took me 5 books to like find 5 stars, and honestly that's really not that bad. Before this one, I think the last 5 stars I had was The Gracier. So that one was really good, and I've had a whole bunch of 4 stars. A lot of the books in this video were 4 stars. In the last clip you saw me before I even finished A Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. That one ended up being my 5 stars. I finished it and I immediately wanted to go into the second one, and for me, like, that's just one of the signs of like I can't stop thinking about these characters. But I let myself sit with it for another day before I was like, yeah, I think this was my 5 stars. I actually already started reading and finished An Era of Enchanted Magics, which is book 2. That one was a 4 stars for me, and I loved it just because I love the characters in this story so much. Like they're so likable, and you want to see them all together and you want them to be happy. But that one just had like a less strong plot as the first one. But anyways, I would pretty much highly recommend every book I read in this video except for Belladonna. I can totally see why you would like it or why people enjoy it, so I don't want to like say like it's a bad book. It's not. It just wasn't for me, and I don't know if I ever would really like recommend it to someone if they were looking for a good fantasy romance to read. It sounded so good, and like I feel like it had a good idea. It just didn't execute it as good as I thought it could have. In total, I read 5 books. I only have 3 physical that I had. I returned Belladonna to the library, and where's the other one? Oh, I have not ordered yet A Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. I'm going to, just from Amazon, to have the paperback version, and I'll probably go ahead and order the second one too. And then a third one's coming out in February, so I'm also excited for that. But yeah, I returned Belladonna. I probably won't be getting a physical copy of that one just because I don't really feel the need to. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all next time.